Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and sponsors. I'm Terry Ross, coming to you from Springfield High School, home of the Millers in Springfield, Oregon. This is the Midwestern 5A District Finals for the track teams, and from here they will go to state. We'll talk a little more about that in a moment. This is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. This game is on TableRockSports.net, and it's brought to you in partnership with our community business partners. And so you need to let them know that you appreciate their support. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. You search Table Rock Sports, click on the red subscribe button, and then we'll let you know when games go live. We'll be back, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit, or maybe even a whole lot, about what happened on Thursday. Some finals have been decided. Of course, all of the preliminary running events took place on Thursday night, and today it's finals all the way around for everybody, as we're down to the final 8 as far as on the track is concerned, down to about the final 12 to maybe 20, 24 as far as the field events are concerned. Field events are going on across the field from us, and we may zoom in and look at that a little bit as we can. We'll be back as we will take a look, as we said, about what's going on. We'll do more of that on TableRockSports.net.
What do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale price. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Cellular Prepaid, our plans have no extra fees, like our lowest priced unlimited plan at just $40 a month. So don't get surprised by other providers and their extra fees. Plus, with our unlimited plans, you get your choice of a free Galaxy A14 5G or Moto G Power. With US Cellular Prepaid, what you see is what you get.
No extra fees and no surprises with US Cellular at Siskiyou, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit SOUScellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
And we welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day and the Midwestern League Finals here for Track the District Meet. We're down to the final day of that. They have just announced the girls long jump winners, and we'll start back at 6th place as we have it here on the pad. The name sounded a little different than what I was actually looking at, but here we go. Now they got them updated. So Addison Klinke from Churchill finished 6th. Savannah SF. I should have paid more attention how he said that. The Thurston, Alexi Morgan was fourth. She's from Springfield. Mary Sophia Cellini of Ashland ended up third. Lydia Samantha Cervantes Carlos from Springfield was second. And the winner from Thurston was Brianna Raven with a jump of 19 feet, 6 inches. And the official information here indicates that that's a personal record for her. So congratulations to Brianna Raven for winning the girls' long jump. We'll let's look at some other reasons. Well, I touched my pad. I should not have touched my pad. That's all I've got to say about that. The men's long jump, the boys' long jump, they say is also a final. That was won by Gabriel Grant of Crater, a jump of 22 feet and 4 inches over Amon Gallup of Thurston, 21 feet and 7 inches. The top two automatically qualify. The rest of them, not so much. The pole vaulting, unless they meet certain standards, and I'm not sure about that. Pole vaulting took place last night, except that they had to come and do a jump off here for second place, which is kind of interesting. They forgot to do it because they ended up with a tie, so they did it today, and it took about 2 jumps, and that was kind of the end of pole vaulting. But Luke Hooker from Churchill beat Noah Bloom from Churchill. They'll both be going on to the state tournament. They both jumped 12 feet 6 inches. Easton Raber from Eagle Point was at 12 feet. He was third. At fourth was Wyatt Bayer. Fifth was from North Eugene. Fifth is Adam Keller from Crater. And sixth is Michael Johnson from Churchill. And see if we can catch up with other things that are already done. The boys' varsity javelin, Raymond Hart from Ashland wins it with a throw of 164 feet 9 inches. Lucas Paw from Springfield took second. Nathan Lindblom from Crater was third. Ben Walker, North Eugene, was third. Zane Becker of Thurston was fifth. Chase Walker from Crater was sixth. So Raymond Hart from Ashland, Lucas Paw from Springfield move along in that event. And the shot put, which was also finished on Thursday night, Nathan Self Cordova won it. He's from Eagle Point, 45 feet 6 1/4 inches. Isaiah Meshentubi from Churchill ended up second with 44 feet. The other top 6 finishers is Lucas Paw from Springfield, Javin Petrie from Churchill. And if I'm not getting these names all quite right, forgive me because we didn't really have time to check them all out for you. Javin Petrie from Churchill, Justin Torsa. I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure how to say that one. North Eugene. And 6 was Kaylin Gray from Thurston. The first running events will take place at about noon here today, and it'll be the 4x100 meter relay for us old people. For all of you that are really into track and doing it a little more, they call it the 4x400 now. And what us old people knew as the 4x400 is now called the 4x16. So, and they're changing things around a little bit, but it'll be a 4x100 meter race here to at least let you know what each runner will be running. And that'll take place at about noon. The girls are up first. And for the running events today, most of the time the girls will run first and the boys will follow immediately thereafter. When we come back, we'll take a look at what the girls did on Thursday night also. They did the long jump today and got that kind of out of the way. But they also had some events on Thursday. We'll cover those, and we'll talk a little bit about what's coming up today and what everybody's looking for when the Lithia Superstore game of the day on Table Rock Sports continues.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
What do you do when you don't know the first step in applying for Social Security disability? It's easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. LetUsFightForYou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chickens, mouth-watering chicken, and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
And we welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. You can see on the field down there below that everybody's warming up. We are about 15 minutes away from running action. Some finals from the girls' side. The shot put. Bailey Tovey from Thurston won that pretty easily. She had to throw 38 feet 5 inches, and second place was Kylie Rankins from Springfield with a throw of 35 feet 2 inches. That'll be your state qualifiers. Stella Hall from Thurston finished third. Talia Hosford from Springfield was fourth. Hannah Montgomery of Thurston was fifth, and Anna Rogers from Churchill was sixth. I'll have it make it a little easier here on myself, and we will run things down until we see the big word finals in front of me. In the javelin, well, we already covered that. I went back. Hold on. There we go. I should tell you this, and we didn't tell you this for the boys. The 3,000 meters was also ran Thursday night. But for the girls, Emma West from Crater won that, 10 minutes, 39.19 seconds. Artana Nice from North Eugene was second. Taylor Herr from Churchill came in third. Hannah Pigman from Crater was fourth. Izzy Pelia from Churchill was fifth, and Carrie Babcock from Springfield was sixth. The shot put, as we told you, Bailey Tovey from Thurston won that pretty easily. And the javelin, Bailey Tovey won that one also, 128 feet 9 inches, a personal record for her. She's from Thurston. But Vivian Shanago was second from Eagle Point, 97 feet 10 inches. Other finishers were Addison Griffin from Crater, Kylie Rankins from Springfield, Grace Matos from Crater, and Sam Rankin from North Eugene. In the pole vault, Addison Klinke from Churchill took it at 12 feet 6 inches. Carla Bennett at 8 feet 10 inches from Crater is also going to state as she finished second. The others are Jasmine Guzman from Churchill, Morgan Dole from Eagle Point, Natalie Bell from Springfield, and Tatiana Ostrick from Churchill. The long jump for the girls was won by Brianna Raven from Thurston. Eladia Samantha, I don't remember the last part there, but Carlos, anyway, from Springfield was second. The other finishers is Mary Sophia Cellini, Alexi Morgan, Savannah Efsioff, Addison Klinke from Churchill. And in the triple jump, Brianna Raven again at 37 feet 6 inches from Thurston wins that one. Alexi Morgan is second at 33 feet 10 inches. Savannah FCF, Mary Sophia Cellini, Ali Diarcy, and Lana Tassia Wynn from North Eugene all made it onto the award stand. Just kind of scrolling back up here for a moment, so give me a moment here. And the boys' high jump will be coming over here, so. Let me see if we can find it here quickly. All right, we have it up. Malachi Loger from Ashland and Jaden Hartung from Thurston is in fifth. Brady Bidwell from Churchill will be fourth. And Taylor Carpenter from Thurston is third. Your second place finisher is Devin Anderson, 5 feet 11 inches from North Eugene. And the winner, simply missing less at 5 feet 11 inches, is Scott Price from Crater. So Scott Price and Devin Anderson find themselves on the way to state. The boys also finished the 3,000 meters last night, and Tyrone Gores from Crater won it with a time of 8 minutes, 15 seconds, 15.5 seconds. And right behind him, as usual, Josiah Tostenson. Those two finished 1-2 and most of the time when they were both out there running. They have a tendency to finish 1-2 a lot. We'll see them again in the 1500, which of course is the event that everybody's waiting on, as watching to see if Tyrone can set some kind of record, because it's kind of his specialty, but everybody's hanging around to see how that one works out. We'll have the 100 meters today. We'll have the 200 meters, 400 meters, both relays, both the, as we told you, the 400 4x1 or the 4x400, as they call it now, are set to be ran here in just a minute. I feel like I need to set up about 3 windows here. So far in scores, and they're only giving us the top 7. For the girls right now, for the team scores, Thurston leads this one fairly handily. They have 64 points. Springfield at second with 47. Then comes Churchill with 40, Crater with 38, North Eugene 16, Eagle Point 15, and Ashland 14. And I say they only give us the top 7. I think there's only 7 teams in the league now that I think about it. That's out of 6 of 17 events completed, so you can see we have a few events to get off the board today. On the boys' side, Crater leads it quite handily at 68.5. Churchill has 41, Thurston 33, North Eugene 30, Springfield 22, Eagle Point 20.5, and Ashland has 19. And we'll keep you updated about how that's working. Throughout the day, because it's kind of fun to keep up with the team scores. Right now, though, it seems like on both sides it's just being ran away with. What we've got coming up, and I think you can, well, you see the 4x100 people, I think, lining up already, more or less. Anyway, that'll be coming up in about 7 minutes. We also, I can see a discus thrower out there. The boys' discus is still going on, although it looks like maybe it's going to come to a close. They just put the cone down. So that might be that for that event. But we'll have the 4x100 relay today, and then the 1,500-meter run, which, as I say, is the kind of the event that a lot of people are looking for. Then we'll have the 100-meter sprint, the 400-meter, then the hurdles will take over at 100 and 100 for the girls and 110 for the boys. There'll be the 800-meter run, the 200-meter, then we will have the 300-meter hurdles, and we'll close it out today at about 3:10 with the 1,600 relay, or as I say, what they used to call the 4x400, the 4x4. That's kind of the way the schedule's shaking out this afternoon. And you see the girls down there are getting lined up already. So we'll take a final break. And when we do, we'll be back with a little more pre-track, pre-running. So we'll take a quick break here because they're going to get started quick. I can see that. On the Lithia Superstore.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Beautiful. And we're back with the Lithia Superstore game of the day. And it is beautiful. It's right here on my iPad. I can tell you everything you probably need to know and maybe things you don't even want to know. So here's the way the 4x100 is going to shake out. Eagle Point is in lane 1. Kelly McElroy will run the first leg. Liv Alberding will run leg 2, followed by Callie Stevenson, and then the anchor is Jill Gartlitz. The interesting thing for Eagle Point, they're all freshmen, and they have run a time of 57.3. Ashland will be in lane 2. Kendra Michaela, Sage Thatcher, Loane Adane, and Herminia Corona will be running. 53.53 is their time as they come into this race. Crater in order. Their runners will be Camden Johnson, Claire Davenport, Addison Dipple, and Sage Winslow with a time of 52.44. North Eugene is the fastest team in this heat. And I'm going to beg your indulgence on this name, Kendall Priazu. Maybe they'll give it to me right, the PA announcer. We'll see. Miani Dots, Lena Piscasolidio, and Jalen Arlith Becerria Brigado. Boy, I hope I got that right for you North Eugene fans. 50.3, though, is the time there. That's the important point. We got that one down. Thurston will be running Macy Taylor, Rainey Simmons, Kylie Jones, and Brianna Raven with a time of 50.71. Churchill is running Ollie D'Arcy, Amelia Petticord, L'Oreal Reinhard, and Addison Kleinke, and they come in with 53.11. And Springfield is the last one in lane 7 with Najala Wilbert, Cadence Cullen, Sorrel Randolph, and Audrey Somerville at 54.39. So you would just say that maybe North Eugene in lane 4 is the odds-on favorite, as they have to see how fast my brain can go, up a .41 lead over everybody else. I'm trying not to get my head into the camera and try to hit things with my microphone at the same time as I lean out the window. We'll see how good I do. All right, you got them lined up. Okay, here we go. Going to be hard to tell who's who until we get out to the back stretch. That certainly looks like North Eugene out in front. Had to slow down there and take that relay for one of them. Well, they're smooth. And this is North Eugene coming down the front. The Colts are going to win this one easily. Actually, it's lane 5. So let's see who's in lane 5 that won that one easily. Thurston. The Thurston Colts. My goodness, they blasted that one. Well, the time is... Thurston. There it is right there on it. It's the 49. I'll have to look again when we get back up there. They'll run it one more time. Thurston, 49.45. Man, they just smoked that thing. That's unbelievable. 49.45. So Thurston is your winner in the 4x100 relay, and they'll certainly get the right order to us here in just a little bit. You would have thought that maybe North Eugene would have taken that, but I believe North Eugene is the one that had just a bit of a problem in the back on the back stretch there, trying to get the relay done. A runner that would have taken off for the third leg took off just a tad too soon, and then ended up having to wait and kind of slow things down so they didn't get out of the zone there, the passing zone. And I think it cost them the race. Although I'll tell you that Thurston was flying around the track from the very beginning. That's a young team too, by the way, for you Thurston people. Well, not too young. I'll take that back. You got 3 seniors on that Thurston team, so now they're looking to make a statement and get there. In second place was North Eugene at looking like 53.64. Then comes, well, they're going faster than I can read. In third and fourth was Churchill and Ashland. Fifth, sixth is Eagle Point, Crater, and then Springfield. I've got quite a long delay here before they call the boys out. As they try to wrap all this up. Well, we'll be back quickly, I'll tell you, with the boys 4x4. Well, 400 relay is what they call it nowadays. We'll be back with that in a moment.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. We're getting ready for the boys 4x100. All right, we apologize for the small interruption there. So way out in front, it would appear, is either Emma West or Lindsay Siebert, or both of them. I'm out of breath, and I didn't even run 1,500. So this is, Crater's going to finish this one, too, by a long stretch. So Lindsay Siebert is first. Emma West is second. 4:43.61 is Siebert's time. a little strung out here as the rest of them come across. Pretty important, though, to come across. You get points for, the first 6 places. I have to update the team scores here a little bit. Some of these people, even though they are finishing pretty well towards the back of the pack, are still going to be setting personal records for themselves, which is encouraging for those that will be back next year. So Crater takes that race 1-2 as they finish with Lindsay Siebert and Emma West in that order. That gets us to the boys' 1,500 meter. That's the one where Tyrone, I want to make sure I hear his announcement there. Tyrone Gores is the leader by quite a ways. 3:49.7. The next fastest time is 4 minutes and 4.47 seconds, and that's also by a Crater runner, Tavon Kitchen. And the third fastest runner is from Crater, Sean Garnisa. So Crater possibly could take the top 3 spots here in this boys' race. Just like with the girls' race, it will start out on the other side of the field, the other side of the track. And the discus, looks like they've moved along to the girls' discus over there, which means they probably are. They're doing the boys' long jump, I believe. Can't see the signs from here. I believe that's what they're doing. It's interesting in the 1,500 and these longer ones, they don't line them up, 1, 2, 3 by lane. And they have an assigned lane. They more or less just let them pick a spot. Figure out where you'd like to start from, and we'll work it out that way. You also have Owen Fuller from Springfield, Alessandro Gibbs from Churchill, Carson Burgee from Thurston, Heston Duff Estrada from Churchill, Connor Lamb from Springfield, Eli Lancey from Churchill, Joseph Wolford, North Eugene, Ryan Haas, Springfield, Leo Sterner, North Eugene, Finn Gordon, North Eugene, Owen Smith, Thurston, and Jackson Angelot from Eagle Point are all in this race. We're trying to figure out where Tyrone is. There's a lot of orange jerseys in the back. It's hard to believe he would be in the back. I think he's probably right here in a white jersey coming around the front. Indeed, that's Crater right there. And the comments are running as we thought they might. 1, 2, 3. Tyrone way out in front, though, of everybody as they come around with 3 laps to go. First lap was 43.06 for Tyrone, who continues to just stretch out his lead on the backstretch. This isn't even going to be close. His teammates are being left way behind. You'll notice as we go into the corner down there, you might catch a little bit of the girls' high jump. Here comes Gores now. And with 2 laps to go, he's got such a large lead, he could probably get about a half a cup of coffee down and still be fine. The real races are going to be for second and third. And that's going to be among the 2 from Crater. 145.42 is Tyrone Gores went by the line the second time around. When they come around this time, you'll have 1 more lap to go. Here comes Tyrone now, way out in front. Let's see where he's at. 249. Well, he could get a 349 if he can get around in 60 seconds again. See if he's got what kind of kick he has. Certainly not getting much of a challenge from anybody, I can tell you that. He's what, about a quarter of a track ahead? I don't think we can call him a half a track in front of the runners behind him. But certainly about the only person to challenge him is himself. He's at 332 as he comes around now the final corner, and he comes down the home stretch for the final time in this race. 344. I don't think he's going to reach his personal best. 48, 49, no. It's going to be about 2 seconds off. But here comes Crater, pushing hard, and they're going to take 1, 2, 3. As Tyrone Kitchen finishes at 4:02, and Sean Garnicia finishes third. So they did it. That's kind of the order you would expect from them. .404.7 for Garnicia. A bit of a battle here. And that'll close out this race. All right, so that takes care of that. And now we're going to set things up for the see what we got going here. Got to get back on the right day. Carrie Hancock. And from Churchfield. This is the 1500. Cricket Phipps is third from North Eugene. And also from North Eugene. And Lindsay Sievert is your winner. She had a time of 4 minutes, 40.97 seconds. And what do we got here? We got timeout. Hey, there we go. Now we got them all. And it's funny. Lindsay Sievert went and put herself back on the stand after they finally got the medal to her. And now they're all up there taking the picture. All right, we're getting ready for the... Let me scroll down here. We are getting ready for the girls 100. Or at least that's what we should be getting ready for. And we're trying to find them so we can tell you who's going to be in it. But I don't have it right now. I can tell you that. Well, we'll have it by the time we get back, because we're going to figure it out as we take a break right here. Well, maybe. I don't quite get to take a break. Sometimes when you have a problem with this computer, it decides that it's going to have a problem with everything. All right, we will take a break though. And when we come back, we'll have a little bit more running for you. It should be the girls 100 meter on a return on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on Table Rock Sports.
Game day adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken party meals featuring bone-in, tenders, and wings. Make sure you remember the biscuits. You're sure to be the hit of the party when you show up with the crispy crunchy chicken party meal. Plus, with our Peak Rewards app, you can be earning savings on fuel for your next fill-up. Enjoy your game day adventures more at Pinnacle 365.
Are you an honorably discharged U.S. veteran? If so, did you know that you and your spouse could save approximately $5,000 by taking advantage of using a VA National Cemetery? You and your spouse get a grave or urn space, grave lining, opening and closing, headstone, and perpetual care, all free. Conger Morris can assist you with making all final arrangements and also help with other benefits that you and your spouse are entitled to as a veteran. Call Conger Morris or visit one of the offices.
And we welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day. That was the 1500 that you saw there, the medals being awarded for. As Carson Berge from Thurston, Alessandro Gibbs from Churchill, Owen Fuller from Springfield, Sean Garnica from Crater, Tavon Kitchen from Crater, and Tyrone Gorsey from Crater. Tyrone Gorsey being your winner there. I have it at the time of 3:49.7, but I'm not sure that that's correct. In fact, I know it's not. Here goes a 100 meter for the girls. Now we're going to have a photo finish right here. That's going to be close for 1, 2, and 3. Let me see if I can we've got so many pages today that it's hard to tell what page we're supposed to be on. I can tell you that. Scrolling to, well, we'll find it. So the boys' 100 meter is coming up. And we have no results on the finals yet. We'll get those. Let's switch ourselves over, though, to the boys as well. They're not telling us who's running. Let's take a look at some team scores, as the scores have certainly advanced in the last hour since we've been here. Over on the girls' side, with 8 of 17 events completed, Thurston continues to lead Crater 74-62. That's tightened up a little bit. Churchill is at third, 52. Springfield has 48. North Eugene 35. Ashland and Eagle Point with 19. Here they go. Lena Paprasoya.
Fifth place from North Eugene, Kendall Perot. Fifth place from Springfield, Medea Weber. Fourth place from Thurston, Kylie Jones.
Kylie Jones is in fourth place.
Third place from Churchill, Amelia Petticord.
Amelia Petticord was third. Marion Dots. And Brooklyn Anderson, who had the fastest time coming in, is your winner, but that was really close. They 12-point, well, they moved it on me. So they had a close one there. We'll see what the boys can do as they're down there warming up right now. So we'll go back to the boys 100. And we'll have, in no particular lane order, we'll have Dwayne Fata from Springfield, Logan Bradley from Springfield, Reese Tiffy from Crater. We'll get these names right sooner or later. Ashton Weiler from Thurston, Ethan Burkhead from Thurston, Connor Dye from Springfield, and Devon Anderson from North Eugene. Those were the ones that advanced after the prelims were ran. So Dwayne Fata, one way or the other there, from Springfield, is the one we'd be looking at. Looks like he's going to be in lane 2. Not that I can be 100% sure about that because there's 2 of them from Springfield, but looking like the way they would line them up, you would think that quite possibly he's in lane 2. He ran a time of 11.15 Thursday. I believe I'm reading that right. To be the fastest one coming out of the preliminaries. So that's who we'll kind of keep an eye on here for the moment. And they're still letting him warm up a little bit. It's actually turning out to be a fairly nice day here in Eugene, by the way. A little cloudy this morning. I think they call it marine air. Get a little bit of that here in Eugene once in a while. About 59 degrees this morning when I went outside for the first time. We warmed up considerably since then. No use in trying to figure out what the temperature is. It just is. Much warmer down there than it is up here, though. So they're giving the boys a long time to get themselves settled in. I'm going to wear my camera guy out. Trying to hold the camera like that to the left. Going to give him carpal tunnel. All right, now everybody's about ready to take their marks. So we're watching lane 2, I believe. That's where the fastest one is. And there's the set. And we're off. Oh, one of them isn't. But here we go. It's going to be another photo finish here for the first 3. No, I believe. Ooh. Falling there at the end. But all right. It pops up. And we'll get this off the scoreboard. I believe it's Dwayne Foda. No, I was wrong about that. I let a scoreboard scroll through again. Reese Tiffy. Let me sit down here and look at my let's see here. Crater is the one that they're putting up there first. Reese, they say, wins this thing. That was amazing because it didn't necessarily appear to be that way, but our angle isn't the best angle for figuring out who wins and who loses. I can tell you that. We're looking at their backs as they cross the line. So we don't really have the best view. I wouldn't even want to be out there trying to race these guys at this point in my life. I have a feeling they'd probably be to the line by the time I got out of the blocks. Well, we'll kind of sort all this out. When we do, we'll let you know. And we'll do that when we come back here on the Lithia Superstore. Game of the day on TableRockSports.net.
Hey, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
And we're back here. And Connor Dye up there for fourth. Ethan Burkhart from Thurston, third. And he gets a... So Reese Tiffy wins this thing. And I was trying to find the other one from Springfield. I don't know who the second place one was there, but he mentioned it and I missed it. I apologize for that. It might have been Logan Bradley. But so they're giving you the team scores down there. I can give you the team scores too. So I'm going to do the girls 400. What can we tell you about the girls 400? Well, this is what we can tell you about the girls 400. Is it based on the results from the prelims, you'll have the top four from each heat. So we're going to have Audrey Summerfield from Springfield, Michelle Bierman from North Eugene, Arlith Jalen Becerra Brigitto from North Eugene. And we also have Carly Betancourt from Crater, Marley Dotz from North Eugene, Cervantes, I don't have the whole name there, I apologize for that, but Cervantes from Springfield, and that'll be your 8. In lane 1 is Sage from Springfield. I'm a pretty fast reader, but they need to move that a little slower. It's actually from Ashland. They need to move that sign just a little bit slower here. So Sage Winslow can't be right. Sage Thatcher from Ashland is in lane 1. See, we didn't even have her. They don't have these in the right order. That's why. I'm looking at a thing, and the guy told me, they're not being very helpful. It's hard for us to know who's in and who's out. So Sage Thatcher, Marley Dotz, Serva, Winslow, Betancourt is in lane 8. Catching the names as they go flying by. What we would expect here in the 400 is a Betancourt, Cervantes, Morgan, and Becerra are all going to be really close. 1 minute to about 1 minute and 3. So they're going to be really tight. Sage Winslow from Crater won the preliminary Thursday night with a time of 1 minute, 0.23 seconds. I was going to wait for a moment. We'll find out what lane she's in. She should be in lane 4. Yeah, lane 4. I say that's usually where the fastest time is. They will stay in their lanes the whole time. So we'll see if they can keep track of lane 4 for you. Taking a little while and getting themselves organized. Right next to her in lane 5 then would be Becerra Brigito from North Eugene, who ran it Thursday night at a time of 1 minute, 0.59 seconds. So lanes 4 and 5 is where the action will be. Although that's really close all the way down the line. If you go from fastest time to slowest time, there's only about a 6-second separation, although 6 seconds, I realize, in a race like this is an eternity practically. But between the top finishers, there's only about a 2.5, 3-second margin in terms of 1 through 6. So here we go. They'll be getting ready to fly. And there we go. So as we look out, trying to keep track of lane 4 from afar, it appears that maybe that Winslow is going to have to do a little work coming down the stretch. But there she is. Now she's out in front. This stagger makes it hard to tell who's who. But here comes Winslow in lane 4. Or make that not Winslow in lane 4. That's lane 5. Winslow is in lane 4, but she's trailing right now. Can she make up the time? Or are they going to run out of steam? Nope. And Becerra's going to win it, 59.65 Winslow at 1 minute even, 1 minute and 0.17 seconds.
Next up, we have the boys 400-meter dash, followed by the girls 100-meter hurdle.
And then they'll be doing the 100-meter hurdles here right after the boys make their run around the track. And we'll get some results for you in a moment. On Thursday night, Kian Lamb from Springfield finished first. And these will be your top 8 right here. Caden Negra from Ashland, Cole Benevente from Ashland, Aiden Chenoweth from Crater, Nicholas Cube from Crater, Desmond Scott from Springfield, Amon Gallup from Thurston, Landon Cowan from Springfield. So again, you're going to see Lamb and Negra right there in lanes 4 and 5. Won that in a time of 59.26. Have to pull out a little visual help here. $59.65 was the winning time. I don't know where the boys went. All of a sudden scattered. Thought they were going to do the boys 4x, or the boys 400 meter, but they're all over there underneath the tent right now. Pretty, maybe that's the girls that are under the tent. I don't know. I don't know where the boys went. They disappeared on us. Here they come. I had everybody over there at the same tent at the same time. It's a little disconcerting to us announcers that they got everybody over there. So we'll give you some lane assignments here in a second. Some scores. Thurston has 89 and Crater has 64. Those are the girls on side of things. Make sure I read that correctly from afar. Make it 89. 89 to 64. Thurston leads Crater on the girls' side. That's after 9 events. So now the boys are lining up for the 400. One very fast trip around the track. You have to admire those that run the 400 because it's just a sprint around the track. And the tracks are very long these days. And they go all out. That's what makes the last event of the day the 4x400 a pretty exciting event. We got a little ways to go to get to that one yet. So you would think that, again, that the odds-on favorite here is Key and Lamb. Thursday night, you ran it in 51.35. Far ahead of everybody else. They won that one pretty easily, but you never know. Sometimes the guy that ends up second and third really isn't trying to win the race. They're just trying to make sure that they're in the top 8. They don't really care about winning a preliminary. So you don't get a good read on just looking at preliminary numbers as to what everybody was doing. Or even why. I will say this, track coaches are hard to find. You get in a meet like this, finding a track coach and trying to get a hold of them and get some pregame information is tricky business. While we're waiting, there's still some of them out there warming up. Trying to make sure that they have all their muscles loosened up and ready to go. Some of them are already ready. Are getting a little antsy about this. But the meet officials are making them hustle too much. So everybody's taking their place, and now they're just sitting and waiting. As we say, the top 2 from each event on the state. That takes place next week. Next weekend, right there on Labor Day weekend. Also have a lot of baseball playoffs going on during that time. Baseball playoffs. Excuse me for a moment. Baseball playoffs for the 6A. And I believe the 2A and 1A, well, for everybody but, I think, for everybody but the 3A and the 5A, start on Monday. 3A, 5A will start on Tuesday. And that would be for baseball and softball. But they have about a week and a half of playoff action before they decide which 2 are going to actually play for the championship. Here we go. We got them all lined up finally. So again, we'll watch lane 4. I believe that's where that's where Lamb is at. He's in the blue shirt. And so on the stagger, it looked like he's behind, but he's really not. You can see right now he's gaining on the whole field. They come down the back stretch. By the time he gets around to the third corner, he's going to have the lead and a bit of it, although he's being challenged from the outside. Not being challenged too much by Lane. Well, now he's way out in front as he comes around the stagger. We come around the home stretch. He's way out in front, but here comes Crater right behind him. Is Crater going to catch him? Crater is going to catch him, and Crater's going to win it. In lane 3, Aiden Chenoweth. Pretty sure that's it. 50.65. Chenoweth wins this one. Keon Lamb was second with a time of... Oh, now we're going to do some more awards here. This is the 100-meter. I'll get my computer to move fast enough. So in 5th place is Alexi Morgan from Springfield.
3rd place in Springfield, Lydia Cervantes Carlos.
And 3rd place was Alida Samantha Cervantes Carlos. In 2nd place, Sage Winslow. So, Jolie Arlith Becerra Brigado from North Eugene is the winner of the girls' 400 meters. And the 400 meters just won by Crater. We'll be back for that award presentation. As right now we're going to have a bit of a delay. They'll take a little bit of time and set up hurdles. And this will be the girls' 100-meter hurdles. And we'll be back with all of that and some awards. Probably will be given out on the boys' side when we return after this timeout on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
What do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale priced. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Time has taken its toll on your once beautiful windows. It's time to team up with Elizabeth Brett and Renewal by Andersen and upgrade your outlook on the world. Design experts like Elizabeth work with Renewal's trained installers and industry-leading products to ensure a client-friendly process. Transform the look, efficiency, and value of your property, just as these homeowners have done. Elizabeth and the Renewal team will be with you every step of the way, from design to completion of the install.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Brett. Call me at the number below to schedule your design consultation.
Now we return to Springfield High School. It's the Midwestern District Track Meet this afternoon here at Springfield on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. It's all powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. They have 7 locations to serve you. Almost have the track set up. Takes a little while to get hurdles up. A little less time to get them down. Back in the day, when I was just but a youth, which seems so long ago now, but back in the day, they used to have high hurdles. These are basically set down at the low hurdle level. But I can remember in PE trying to get us, they'd get us over the low hurdles. That wasn't any problem. Then they'd want us to do the high hurdles, which were, I don't know, they weren't that much higher. 6 inches, maybe. I mean, they certainly weren't a foot higher. But those 6 inches seemed like they were 3 feet. Good grief, trying to get over those was something else. Most of us were not very good at high hurdles. You had to have really strong legs. They don't do high hurdles anymore, but they do the 300-meter hurdles, which will be coming up. And that's it would seem to be a bit of a challenge. That would require a lot of leg strength also. Just a different kind of leg strength. So we'll see some hurdle action. And then we'll go back to, I don't think we'll do the 300 hurdles next. I have to get the official schedule going for me. Let me do that and kind of move it around a little bit. We have the 800-meter run coming up next. So, and then it'll be the 200-meter, 300-meter relays, and then the 4x4.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, to announce the top 8 finishers in the boys 400 meter. In 8th place from Springfield, Landon Cohen. 7th place from Springfield, Desmond Scott. 6th place from Ashland, Cole Benedetti.
The 800 meter, or the 400 meter, excuse me.
Owen Gallup. 4th place from Trader, Nicholas Scooby.
Or 4th place from
3rd place from Ashland, Caden Negra.
Caden Negra is in 3rd place.
From Springfield, Kean Lamb.
Kean Lamb got 2nd.
And first place with a time of 50.65, Trader's Aiden Chenoweth.
And Aiden Chenoweth, 56.5. So I don't know that everybody was working hard to go all out, but they were certainly trying their best to get to state. So, again, based on results, that's not the result we want, not at all. No. So we're going to have Flannery Lundgren from Ashland, Macy Taylor, Thurston, Jillian Goggins, Springfield, Lorelli Reinhardt, Churchill, Kate Harness from Crater, Chloe Brochard from Crater, Cara Brochard from Crater, and Herminia Corona from Ashland. That's going to be the 8 that'll be running here in the 100-meter hurdles. Lundgren won the event Thursday night with a time of 17.04. So you'd assume as the runners begin to gather, And right now they're just trying to get everybody together and they'll walk them over to the line. There's Chenoweth out there looking at the crowd. Oh. So they have the hurdlers all gathered underneath the tent, trying to make sure that everybody is everybody. There's nobody that shouldn't be there. Well, that means another break for us. As they're taking their time, we'll take another break on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day.
Cellular prepaid, our plans have no extra fees, like our lowest priced unlimited plan at just $40 a month. So don't get surprised by other providers and their extra fees. Plus, with our unlimited plans, you get your choice of a free Galaxy A14 5G or Moto G Power. With US Cellular prepaid, what you see is what you get.
No extra fees and no surprises with U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for U.S. Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Road, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
What do you do when you don't know the first step in applying for Social Security disability? It's easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. LetUsFightForYou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chickens, mouth-watering chicken, and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens.
So we return for the 100-meter hurdles. They're on the line. Here they come. Thurston and Ashland in the lead. And Ashland is going to win it, it would appear. That would be Flannery Lundgren, it would appear. Good race, though. They're going to move all these hurdles. I'll just warn you right now, that's what they're going to do for the boys. So let's see here. Macy Taylor, no, from Thurston won it at 16.55. And Crater, the one I thought had won it Flannery Lundgren was like 0.1. Was it 16.56? So they won it with a time of 16.55, and second place is 16.56. May take them a while to set the track up for the boys, so well, a little time here. They're going to get the. Well, no, they're not going to get the awards in. Everybody's got to go check in again. So, what we'll tell you is that the way the scoreboard reads it, I got to wait for it to go back around again. But Marcy Taylor from Thurston is first. Flannery Lundgren is third. Jillian Goggins from Crater is, that's sixth. They changed the board on me real quick here. They moved this thing quickly. Jillian Goggins from Thurston is third. And we'll get the rest of them later as they're going to end up coming out here for the awards ceremony. Well, that was a close one. 0.01 was the difference on the clock. As they have a mutual admiration society down there. Runners number 1 and 2 congratulating each other.
And now for our top 8 finishers for the girls, 100-meter hurdle. In 8th place from Ashland, Herminia Corona.
So 8th place, Herminia Corona.
7th place from Crater, Karen Porter.
And in 7th was Cara Borchard.
From Crater, Chloe Porter.
6th, Chloe Borchard.
5th place from Crater, Kate Harnall.
And 5th place is Kate Harnos. All of these are from Crater. And Lorielli Reinhardt from Churchill. 3rd, Jillian Goggins from Springfield. From Ashland, Flannery Lundgren gets 2nd. And Macy Taylor is the winner of the 100-meter hurdles. So Lundgren and Taylor are on their way to state. Switching over now to the men's, they call it on the website I'm at. Boys is what the OSAA calls it. The boys 100-meter. Quite possibly. There it is. So the boys will do the 110. Based on Thursday night's results, Jacob Wilson was the winner of the prelims on Thursday night with a time of 16.9. He's from Churchill. Tyler Raven from Thurston. Theodore Williams from Ashland. Dylan Schifferdecker from Springfield. Ryder Haval from Crater. Austin Miller from Churchill. Jack Sandlin from Crater. And Andrew Baltzell. Or Brazel, excuse me. Andrew Brazel from North Eugene. That's your top 8. Austin Miller was actually 4th, even though Dylan Schifferdecker was 5th. 6th was Jack Sandlin. 7th was Ryder Haval, and Andrew Brazel was 8th on Thursday. So that's the top 8. And those are the ones that will come storming down the track on the 110. Doesn't look like they have them all over there yet. Minus a few. They're all standing there in the chute. I guess not. Well, once again, things have slowed down here in Springfield. They were moving along pretty quickly, and now all of a sudden things are beginning to drag a little bit. I don't know if they're trying to hold back and run things on time. So, about a 4-minute break coming up here before the boys are out there on the track getting ready to run. So this is going to be a long break. You have to appreciate track parents. You have to put up with this all the time. Bless their heart. And they don't get good weather either. Spring around here in the Northwest can be nasty. You know, they're sitting out all day on Saturdays with their, waiting for their sons and daughters, and ay. I have to confess, I don't normally do track meets, so I don't know if this is a good turnout or not. I don't, what do I know? I think every now and then they send me off to do these events just to see if I can bluff my way through it or something. I don't know what they're trying to do. But we're certainly stuck. Well, I don't have a story to read you, so what I'll tell you what, we'll just take a break and maybe we're not going to take a break. Hold on here. Here we go. We will take a break. So we'll take a break. We'll be back with the hurdles right after this timeout on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral.
Okay, boys 100. The hurdles. It's actually 110 for the boys. Again, we're thinking that, Jacob Wilson, probably in lane 4, is the one we want to watch. Churchill. Oh, nope. False start. Get one warning. Do it twice. Not so good. That appeared to be, well, it's hard to tell here from here. I don't want to accuse anybody unjustly. We'll just line it up, do it again. Just act like it didn't happen. And now we're off. All right, there it is. And it's going to be Springfield that wins this one. Anthony Miller from Churchill got the win. And Dylan Schifferdecker from Springfield.
We have the 800-meter run for the girls, followed by the 800-time final for the boys. If we can get the hurdle crew out, please.
So we're going to do the 800 here in just a moment. But get the glasses on the old scoreboard out there. And the top two would be Austin Miller and Dylan Scheffeldecker. Both of them, one from Churchill and one from Springfield. So Jacob Wilson, who won it, nowhere to be found in the top two. Had the low time in the preliminary. But that's what you tell you. That's what I was saying, that sometimes the preliminary doesn't mean much. Your top runner sometimes is just holding back in an effort to make it out there to the top 8 and not much more. So they're ready to do the awards here for the 110-meter hurdles. Let's pick it up. Take a thumbprint of everybody and make sure you are who you are. I don't know. I really don't know what they're doing with the phone. So here's the top 8.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, for our top 8 finishers for the boys, 110-meter hurdle. 8th place from Ashland, Theodore Williams. 7th place, North Eugene, Andrew Brazell.
So there's Andrew Brazell from North Eugene. 6th place, Jack Sandlin from Crater. Ryder Vall from Crater.
3rd place from Thurston, Tyler Raven.
Tyler Raven gets 3rd. 2nd place, Dylan Schefferdecker from Springfield. And Austin Miller from Churchill is 1st. I have a feeling that maybe Austin Miller wasn't thinking he would be 1st. He would tell me he was. But on the other hand, I'm not so sure by his reaction that he was really expecting to be number 1. But he is, as he and Raven are on the way to state. So that will get us to, I believe, the girls' 800 meter. May be wrong about that. Well, my iPad decided I want to do something different than what I wanted it to do. So, there we are. Now, let's see here. Got to find it. Sometimes this thing will get, we're talking to them, I suppose, about their app. But sometimes the app gives me everything I want right away, and other times maybe not quite as much. I got to wait on it. Well, we're getting ready for the girls' 800. And, again, got a bit of a slowdown, so we'll squeeze a quick break in, And we'll be right back on the TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day, right here on TableRockSports.net. Powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. It's the Midwestern League District Finals in track. Trying to figure out the two that will be headed on to state. That'll take place May 26th and 27th. Trying to convince everything that we're not quite done yet. We need it to work just a little bit longer. There we go. So by time in the prelims on Thursday, the 8 that should be out there are Lindsay Siebert, Cricket Phipps, Reese Garnica, Annika Wells, Eleanor Sperry, Ella Desmura, and Ileana Asher, Cara Loftus. Of the last 3, 2 are from Thurston and 1 from Crater. Only one senior among this group of 8. Everybody else underclassmen, which means pretty strong field coming back. Siebert won Thursday night with a time of 2 minutes 14.71 seconds. And they're off. Again, I'd caution you, it doesn't mean a whole lot. Asher was in lane 1. I'm thinking that probably, Siebert's in lane 4, but that doesn't mean anything because once they get onto the back stretch, what they do is they just all move over into the inside lane. Looks like Crater in the lead right now. We'll see when we get around here a little closer. Indeed, that's Crater out in front. It's Crater in second place. Ashland, it looks like, in third. A minute 9. Well, no, a minute 7 was the first lap. And that's Siebert out in front. And way out in front at this point. Loftus, it looks like, has moved into second place. We have a couple of Crater runners. And now coming around and down the stretch with a huge lead over Loftus is Siebert. But they're going to take one, too. Relatively easily, too. And I had that Loftus, but it's not. It's Garnica, Reese Garnica, taking second place with a time of 2 minutes, 24.8 seconds. Siebert was 2 minutes and 18 point something or other seconds, 0.55. So winning that one pretty smoothly by about 6 seconds. They'll line it up again now. They're going to do the boys. We'll get back to the girls. Now they're going to do the girls' high jump.
We have a tie for 8th place. Hannah Thompson and Saraya Hughes, both from Springfield.
They had a tie for 8th.
In 6th place from Springfield, Addison Horner.
Springfield did pretty good in the high jump. They got claimed 6. 5th place. Ali Diarcy from Churchill. 3rd place is Claire Davenport from Crater. Flannery Lundgren is 2nd. Will be headed off to state. And from Crater, Clara Bennett with a jump of 5 feet 1 inches. So that takes care of the high jump.
Next up on the track, we have the 800-meter run for the boys, followed by a 200-meter dash for the girls.
Well, don't have any results for the boys, so I don't know who's running and who's not. We'll get it in a moment and take it off the scoreboard. As soon as they wipe the high jump off so we know who's who. I can tell you Springfield's in lane 1. They're not being real helpful at all on any of the scoreboards. Got other things up instead of the 800 meters, so Well, apparently this is a secret. We're not supposed to know who's running. Looks like there's some question about all this going on by the meat officials. What do we count out there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, at least 11 runners. Two to a lane. So I'm going to say that nobody's going to sort this one out. At all. So I don't have any way to tell you who's where. They do have them on the line. And he'll be calling them to get set and get ready to race here pretty quick. Thought maybe the starter was going to get them to get moving, but they're still warming up out there. Long haul here.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, for our top 8 finishers, for the girls 800.
Here's the girls 800.
7th place from Crater Carolopoulos.
Crater gets 7th.
From Thurston, 6th place, Ellis Murrah.
Ella Murrah.
5th place from
Thurston.
Annika
Or from Ashland. Eleanor Sperry is in 4th.
3rd place from North Eugene, Curtis Pitts. 7th place and the first on qualifier from Crater, Reese Granica.
Granica from gets 2nd.
From Crater, Lindsay Seaver.
And Lindsay Sear. And there's the gun. And the 800 meter is underway. $16 runners. So let's see who, as they come around, of the 16 is actually out in front. Looks like it might be Josh Testafan. Well, we'll see when they get back around. They'll tell us here in just a minute. Not so much. I can tell you that Crater's way out in front, and Ashland is second. This is just about as hard as the 400, and you have to run 2 laps at a pretty good speed if you hope to win this thing. You can't be dogging it on 1 lap. And now here they all come. There's Crater in front. Churchill, Ashland. I think Ashland's going to get it. Caleb Dudigan with the win. I don't have any other thing to get it off of but the board, so if you'll wait as they go through all. Now Caleb, well, they moved it fast. Caleb Dudigan, a minute 54 point something there. He's your winner. Maybe pick it up off the secondary sign. I'll give you the top 8 here. Well, no, it won't. Sign's going really fast, too. Caleb Dudigan. Kyle Briggs is 5th. Nathan Glazer, Wiley Rhodes, Finley Taylor, Connor Lamb was 9th. So we'll have to wait until they do the awards ceremony, but Dudigan gets a win. Here's the final. So Finley Taylor from Ashland ends up 8th. Wiley Rhodes from Churchill takes 7th. Nathan Glazer from Thurston is 6th. Kyle Briggs from Churchill 5th. And 4th place, Jeffrey Hellman from Crater. 3rd place, Josiah Tostinson from Crater. 2nd place, Nathan Stein from Ashland. And Caleb Doddington from Crater wins it with a time of 1 minute 54.47 seconds. And that is a personal record for him. In the team scoring over on the girls' side, Crater has 118. Thurston 107. That's close enough with only 4 events left to go that we can make a case that there's a bit of a challenge coming on here. And between Crater and Thurston, see if Thurston can pick up a few points. Meanwhile, on the boys' side, with 13 of 17 events completed, Crater is absolutely destroying as they have 153.5. Churchill is second with 85. I thought they were getting ready to do the 800-meter winners, but they're not. I think they're getting ready to do the 110-meter hurdles. Make sure that everybody's there before they do it. Getting ready for the girls 200.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now to announce our top 8 finishers for the boys triple jump.
Oh, it's a triple jump.
Number 7 from Crater, Parker Allen.
So Gary Lee from Churchill. Nope, take that back. Dylan Schifferdecker from Springfield. Parker Allen from Crater is 7th. Gary Lee from Churchill is 6th. Amon Gallup from Thurston got 5th. Noah Bloom from Churchill is 4th. Tyler Raven from Thurston is 3rd. Dakota Lynch from Crater, 2nd. And Scott Price from Crater, with a jump of 44 feet, wins it. So Crater will be sending those two on to state in that particular event. We will say that Crater's sending quite a contingent to state. So the 200 meters lining up across the way. Again, we're just going to look at times. And based on Thursday, Brianna Raven from Thurston, Amelia Petticord from Churchill, Lydia Samantha Cervantes Carlos from Springfield, Rainey Simmons from Thurston, Marley Dotz from North Eugene, Lena Pescaso Ladio from North Eugene, Kylie Jones from Thurston, and Kendall Prylas from North Eugene. Over across the way.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to announce our top 8 finishers for the boys 800. The 8th place from Ashland, Finley Taylor.
False start.
7th place from Churchill, Wiley Rose. 6th place
So here's the results now from the 800 meter. Oh, I guess it wasn't a false start. We'll get up and look around here and see what's happening. Thurston's going to win the girls easily. Not even close. Brianna Raven wins that one easily. Here's the results for the boys' 800 meters. In 5th place, Finley Taylor from Ashland. 7th, Wiley Rhodes, Churchill. 6th, Nathan Glazier from Thurston. 5th, Kyle Briggs from Churchill. 4th, Jeffrey Hellman from Crater. 3rd, Josiah Tostenson from Crater. 2nd, Nathan Stein from Ashland. 1st, Caleb Doddington from Crater.
Next up is the boys 200-meter dash, followed by the girls 300-meter hurdle.
And the race that was just ran. I don't know how many finals yet. So we'll get them, though. As the boys now are going to be running the 200. And again, based just on time, not by lane. Nicholas Cube from Crater. Reese Tiffy from Crater. Caden Negra from Ashland. Ethan Burkhead, Thurston. Connor Dye from Springfield. Theodore Williams from Ashland. Jackson Babbitt from Springfield. And Justin Fisher from Thurston. Again, we've hit a bit of a slowdown period here. Not much to choose from, though, through the top 6. All of them ran their prelims in 23 seconds. It's just a matter of the others. A .06, .12, .36, a couple of .45s, a .92. So 1 through 6 in this race is close. I'll make sure that Billy, my camera guy, is. Oh, here's the 200 meter. Kendall Prelox from North Eugene. Lena Pescaso-Lido from North Eugene. Marley Dots from North Eugene. In 5th place, Kylie Jones from Thurston. So, Lydia Samantha Cervantes Carlos from Springfield is 4th. Amelia Petticord from Church Hills, 3rd. Rainey Simmons from Thurston. And Brianna Raven with the time of 25.3, your winner from Thurston. They're counting it down. Like I said, they're making sure. They put them all up on the stands and start the 5-second countdown. And now come the boys. Moving out to do the 200 meter, of which we've recounted those, and I told you that this is going to be quite a tight race. That's discus below us. Pretty sure that that's a girls' discus. And so the two that are going to be going is Stella Hall from Thurston and Kylie Rankins from Springfield. A throw of 125 feet and 3 inches gets her a district title. Yeah, she shows you how strong she is, too. Yeah. Trust me, we probably won't be messing with you. That's all right, back to the men's 200. Again, based on time, we would think that Nicholas Cube would be actually in lane 4. And in lane 5 would be Reese Tiffy. I don't know if that's true. From our vantage point, it looks like a Churchill uniform in lane 5. So I really don't know who's in what lane. After all of that, that's really all that long pause meant. I think we'll just take another quick 30-second break here. And when we come back, we should have the boys 200 ready for you to go on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
Hey, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
We're back on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day here on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Well, we're still waiting for the boys to get lined up out there and everybody to be happy about it. Once again, Nicholas Cube was the fastest Thursday night in this event. But as we've cautioned you all day, that doesn't mean anything. That just means that maybe the rest of them didn't go as hard, knowing that they were going to qualify to be in the finals. So don't be surprised if somebody other than Cube wins this race. Next weekend is the Big Bad State Track Meet up at Hayward Field, at least for the 6A. I don't know if everybody's going to Hayward or not. Maybe we'll take a moment out and look at that possibility when this race is finished. But at least part of the teams are headed to Hayward, which is a pretty cool experience if you're a high schooler. And they take off, and here they come. That looks like Cube in lane 4 has the lead. Is he going to be able to hold it, though? Churchill's pushing hard, and Cube is going to get it. Finishing right behind him, though, is I don't see a Churchill on here, but could have been Toledo. We'll get up and read the sign. It'll tell us all things. No, read. I'll read it again when it comes back by. So they go by pretty fast. So Cube wins, and Tiffy was second. Both Crater. So Crater sends 2 again in the event. In third was Connor Dye. So Cube and Tiffy repeat Thursday night. They run 1-2. That's what they did Thursday night in the prelims. Dye ends up in fourth. Negra, who was third Thursday, is in, or I take that back. Dye is in third place. And then Negra, who was in third place, falls down to fourth. So a little bit of changing around, but not too much, as Cube and Tiffy just dominate the event. Well, they're going to be, and I know they're going to be a couple of moments here, and we'll probably switch back and forth a few times. But they're getting ready to do the 300-meter hurdles.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our top 8 finishers.
30 inches high is how high those hurdles are. 33 for the men, for the boys.
7th place in Thurston, Justin Fisher. 6th place from Thurston, Ethan Burkhead. 5th place from Ashland, Theodore Williams. 4th place from Ashland, Caden Negra. 3rd place from Springfield, Connor Dye. Our first automatic qualifier from Crater, Reese Kippy.
So here's your 200-meter winners. For the boys. And say no results, but there are results somewhere. Well, when they put them up, we'll get it back to you. Meanwhile, back to the 300-meter hurdles. We're going to have Kian Lamb, Ryder Vol. Oh, wrong. Hold on, gotta go back one more. There we go. For the women, for the girls, what are we calling them here today? 300-meter hurdles. We're going to have Flannery Lundgren from Ashland, Lorielli Reinhardt from Churchill, Cara Brochard from Crater, Kate Harness from Crater, Chloe Brochard from Crater, Morgan Dole from Eagle Point, Savannah Ishief from Thurston, and Elia Panetiz from Ashland. Lundgren was first on Thursday night in the prelims with the fastest time of 49.8. Reinhardt of Churchill right behind at 50.73. What we may want to watch for is see if the two Crater girls, Kate Harness and Chloe Brochard, let's see if they don't maybe pick it up a little bit and see if they can't possibly make this a 1-2 finish for Crater as they've had so many times. The team scores right now. Thurston on the girls' side with 143, Crater with 118. Crater was out on top for a long time, but we told you Thurston had some points in there that it was highly possible for them to gain. Springfield 98, Churchill 78, North Eugene 78, Ashland 42, Eagle Point 25. On the men's side, Crater continues to lead at 173.5. Churchill has 93, Thurston 80, Springfield 74, Ashland 49, North Eugene 44, and Eagle Point 31.5. We're getting down, though, to where there aren't too many opportunities left to be scoring points. All that's left to do after this one, after the boys run these 300-meter hurdles, is just the 4x4 relay. So there isn't, like I say, there's not that big of a chance that you're going to change your position at this point. The interesting thing is when you come to districts and there's only 7 teams and there's 8 places that you can have, you get down to a final event like the relay, everybody's going to run. Nobody gets eliminated. At state next week, it'll be a little tougher to score points. Still warming up out there are the girls. They are all out on the track. And the boys are sitting there under the checkout tent. Nobody seems in any great hurry to start this event except me. So, we'll take a break. When we do, we'll come back with hurdles right here on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon, where they have 7 locations to serve you. This is the final events of this Midwestern District Track Meet. We have the 300 meters for both boys and girls to go, and we've got the 4x4 relay for both squads. In fact, both the girls' squads now are lining up on the checkout tent, or check-in. Which is it? I think it's a check-in. Make sure that everybody's there. We'll check as soon as we're done here. We'll be able to tell you who's running in the relay. So it looks like the boys, on the boys' side at least, Crater's going to run away with the title. Don't think that's probably a shock to anybody. They have a really strong track program and have had for years. Well, I'm not sure what they're waiting on, unless they're just waiting for the clock to do its thing. This was scheduled for about 2:30 this afternoon. I would say that we're at about 2:30 since we're at 2:26. I don't know how much closer to 2:30 you have to be. But there's a holdup somewhere. As meet officials are just standing and listening to the radio in their ear. On the girls' side, we were just talking about the boys. The Crater's probably going to win this pretty easily, the team title. On the girls' side, Thurston seems to have a handle on it right now. But the interesting thing here is they only have one runner in this contest, in this particular race, while Crater has three. So Crater could pick up, on the girls' side, some serious points that maybe would put the Thurston team in a little more trouble as far as winning the team title goes. All right, now they're getting ready to mount the stand and say, let's do this thing. They'll call the runners to their marks. A little hesitation, it seemed like, by the runners taking off from that one, but away we go. And again, with it all staggered like this, until we come down the home front, it's going to be pretty hard to tell who's who. Looks like that lane 5, no, I was wrong about that. How about lane 4 is in the lead? Ashland. Let's see if we can pick up who that is. And that's Lundgren, once again from Ashland, who finishes first. Reinhardt finishes second, and Bouchard finishes third. So Flannery Lundgren from Ashland finishes first one more time with a time of 48.66 seconds. A little faster than she ran Thursday night. Reinhardt was from Churchill was second, and she had a time of, well, it looked like 50.17, something like that. There it is right now. No, that's not the final. That's a prelim. So we'll be back for, we'll get the finals up here pretty soon. But let's switch over to the boys 300 and talk about them for a moment. On Thursday night, Kean Lamb was the fastest out of the two heats, as he was at 42.69. He's from Springfield. Ryder Voll from Crater had a 43.57, and Jack Sandlin a 44.07. Tyler Ravine, those are both from Crater, by the way. Forgot to say that, but they're both from Crater. Tyler Ravine from Thurston was 44.09. Dylan Schiffendecker from Springfield was at 44.36. Landon Cohen at 44.78, also from Springfield. Michael Boyce from North Eugene, a 45.38, and Jacob Wilson from Churchill at 45.87. So we'll see if Lamb can perform his magic again, or if one of the Crater runners overtake. Down below, they're getting ready to do the awards for the women's 300. We'll wait until they get started, and we'll do them right along with them. They just came in, so they're ready to go now. We can't do anything until it shows up on the app. You know what I'm saying? Not these days. You have to wait on the app. It's interesting that all of these meets and baseball games and everything they do nowadays, it's all on an app if you want the stats. All right, here we go. 8th place. Elia Panetize from Eagle Point, Morgan Doles. We read 8 through 1. Savannah Efsef from Thurston. Chloe Bartrett from Crater. Kate Harness from Crater. Kara Borkett from Crater. That's second going. Lori Ellie Reinhardt from Churchill. And Flannery Lundgren with a time of 48.6 from Ashland is going. So all right. The men's 300 heat hurdle. We talked about Kean Lamb being the fastest Thursday night. Wondering if, well, we were wondering on the girls' side if the Crater could sneak some points off of Thurston. I mean, check out the team scores while we're wandering around, and certainly they have closed it down. Thurston 146, Crater 133 on the girls' side. But with only one event left, I don't think they've got enough space there. I think even if they got all of the points, Thurston still wins this one. So it'll be a tough pill, as they say, for the Crater Comets on the girls' side to swallow, because they didn't lose that much by Thurston, but the Midwestern League certainly is going to be well represented by those two schools when state comes. Still not quite ready to get the 300 meters underway. You can see on the camera, they're still out there warming up. Lamb has been up in the top, Kean Lamb, for most of the sprints today, but I don't know that he's exactly ended up taking first place on each of them, but he did very well in his preliminary. Going back to the team scores on the boys' side, Crater has 191.5. That's followed by Churchill's 93. So Crater has emphatically won the team title at this district meet. As we say, it's not so emphatic on the other side as Crater's only 13 behind. Still hasn't called them to their marks yet. He hasn't even mounted his stand. Again, is a check and double check and triple check that everybody's out there that's supposed to be out there. So look again to lane 4. That's undoubtedly where the winner is going to come from. That would be Tyler Raven of Thurston. Schifferdecker from Springfield is the other threat. There they go. 36-inch hurdles for the boys, 33 for girls. So this looks like Springfield in front, but can they maintain? Probably pretty easily, actually. There won't be much challenge there at all. And winning that one easily. I'm going to say is Kean Lamb. Yeah, 47.27 or 42.47. A little faster than he ran at Thursday. Thursday it was 42.69 and today 42.47. So Lamb does what he would be expected to do in that event, and that is to win it. That leaves us one event. But we're going to take probably a longer break than people appreciate, but we're going to take one anyway. And when we come back, we'll have the girls 4x1, and we'll have 4x4, and we'll have the boys 4x4. I consider these to be some of the most fascinating races in track. Thoroughly enjoy watching these as they take place, because you never know what's going to happen when people are sprinting all out. We'll have those races for you when we return on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one. Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
The days grow long, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
This is Jake. He's a serious cyclist training for his next race. Each morning, Jake takes his bike on the bus to work. By not owning a car, Jake is saving nearly $1,000 a month in gas, car payments, insurance, and repair. The money he saves allows him to participate in the Race for a Cure for breast cancer. With every ride he takes, he's 1 mile closer to crossing the finish line on behalf of his mom. Way to go, Jake.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
So welcome you back as you see them mounting the pulpit. And podium there is Keon Lamb is first. The 8-1 finisher, starting with number 8, was Michael Boyce from North Eugene, Jacob Wilson from Churchill, Ryder Vall from Crater, Dylan Schefferdecker from Springfield, Tyler Raven from Thurston, Jack Sandlin from Crater, Landon Cowan from Springfield, and Keon Lamb from Springfield with a time of 42.47. Cowan has a 43.71, both of them headed off to state. So as we go back quickly, before we introduce the teams for the 4x1, Thurston right now, on the girl side, has a 13-point lead, and I would have the grand feeling that there's not much that at today's meet anyway that Crater can do about that, as Thurston will win this one. So let's introduce, they're really beginning to take everything apart here, I'll tell you that. They're taking things down in a hurry right around us, or around other people, not so much us up here. Now we keep scrolling. I'm going to find what I want. I know I will. There we go. No, that's the wrong one. Okay, so the results of the 4x4 relay are a secret. Let me see what I can do here. Well, they don't want me to know where it's at, apparently. I apologize for the silence. I'm trying to solve the issue of where they hid the final race of the day, because they have hidden it somewhere. Well, let us not be discouraged. We shall get this solved. Go back to another page that we left long ago. And here we go. The 4x4. They will be running lanes 2 through 7. Churchill will be in lane 2. Well, they've run this in 4 minutes, 27.71 seconds. They are not by any means the fastest. Ashland is in lane 3 with a 4-minute, 20-second time. North Eugene is in lane 4, 4-minute, 8 seconds, which would put them at the moment about 10 seconds faster than anybody else, which is Crater, who comes to be in lane 5 with a 4-minute, 18.36 time. Springfield is in lane 6 with a 4-minute, 20-second, 0.71. And Thurston is in lane 7, running this in 4 minutes, 30 seconds even. So again, Crater has a chance to pick up some points on Thurston, but it's probably not going to make much difference, as this isn't Thurston's best event necessarily. Everybody checking in. This is, 4 times 6, 4 times, how many do they got out there? 6. So, we got to check in 24 people. And then still warm up. Well, that means we'll be back right after this on TableRockSports.net.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Daily adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation. That midday pick-me-up pit stop. Plus, earn free rewards with our Peak Rewards app. And when you buy Red Bull, Old Wisconsin Jerky, and many other items, you'll accumulate big savings on fuel. With locations in Oregon and California, we are here to keep you energized throughout the day. And with our Peak Rewards app, we'll help you travel further for less, keeping more money in your pockets. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
This is Maya. As an embedded systems engineering student at Rogue Community College, Maya spends a lot of time in the lab, learning circuit design and making great connections with her instructors and classmates. By riding the bus and not owning a car, Maya saves almost $1,000 a month. RBTD helps Maya get to and from class safely and easily, enabling her to invest in her bright future at Oregon Tech. Way to go, Maya!
Don't stop! Get it! Don't go put my greatness in!
Get a little Dutch Bros in here.
Another Dutch Bros.
Oh my god, so good. So worth it. Oh my god.
It's pretty freaking dope, dude. I love every single day of it.
So they got them at the line as we return here on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. And now they got to check it all over again. So Churchill will have running in order 1 through 4. D'Arcy, Brown, Lindsay, Petticord. Ashland will be running Dane, Cellini, Lundgren, Thatcher. North Eugene will run both Dots, the sisters, Bierman and Becerra Brigido. Crater will run Davenport, Guernica, Siebert, Winslow. Springfield will run Cervantes, Carlos, Sperry, Goggins, Morgan, and Thurston will run Zamora, White, Jones, Simmons. A lot of conversation going on the track. Not all coaches either. See if we can't get everybody straightened out and organized. North Eugene with the 4 minute and 8 seconds flat. As I said, they're about 10 seconds faster than anybody else in the field. The second fastest team is Crater. But 10 seconds is quite the advantage. It'll be a little harder to win on the boys' side. For right now, North Eugene with the big hammer. "10 seconds is not necessarily insurmountable, but I think that's probably North Eugene's best time, so it's the best you can do. Why, it's a little tough to catch up. All right. Get ourselves up here. And our official's not quite ready to go yet. Everybody way off the line. And fans are starting to yell, "Let's go!" Won't necessarily inspire anybody. So we're going to close it out here. It's been a great afternoon. I mean, as far as weather goes. Where I'm from, we've had freezing cold weather, and then now we've got screeching hot weather. At least in Eugene, they have nice weather for today. I don't know how it is the rest of the time. And whatever the holdup is, it's not getting resolved. There we go. Now they're going to step up. Maybe. The starter. There we go. Now the starter's going to mount his stand. So we're running what looks like lanes 3 through 8. That's the way it looks. And away we go. That's Springfield, by the looks of the jersey, that's way out in front. I mean, way out in front. North Eugene may have the fastest time, but they're nowhere to be found. Right now, anyway. As we finish the first leg, and it's Springfield way out in front. Craters in second. North Eugene is back and forth. Ashland trying to overtake. So North Eugene has a little bit of work to do if they want to get back into this thing. It looks like that's what they're going to do, though. As they turn around down there in the backstretch and they all move over to one side. North Eugene is going to catch everybody. Boy, that was quick, wasn't it? About 3/4 of a lap. And they not only caught everybody, but they're way out in front again. Now Crater trying to get up there on Springfield. Ashland working hard. North Eugene has a major lead, but here comes Springfield around that corner. As they come down the backstretch, Springfield is starting to close the gap. So is everybody else right now. There goes Crater from 4th to 3rd. Don't know how much further Crater can make it on this one lap. We've only got the one to go. We're at 2:50 right now. Here comes North Eugene, Springfield, Crater. 1, 2, 3. Crater's going to move into second place. Here we go. And now it's down to North Eugene and Crater as Springfield had a little bit of trouble getting that baton passed off. There's Churchill. Now it's Crater, North Eugene down the back stretch. Can North Eugene hold off Crater? Coming around the third corner. And around the fourth one they come, down the back stretch. The final kick. Here comes Crater. Gonna take over? Maybe. Maybe not. It's gonna be close. North Eugene's trying to hold. North Eugene will hold by about a step and a half. Crater and North Eugene will be headed to state. Tell you what, man, North Eugene was in 4th place after the first leg. It came around and won that thing. As they all try to catch their breath. Now the boys are moving toward the track. We'll watch it again. We'll tell you about the boys in just a moment. So North Eugene wins it, which based on the preliminaries you would maybe expect. They win it in a time of 1 minute and 46 seconds. That can't be right. That's the scores. Didn't change the score. Yeah, those are scores. There we go. Well, I got the ad up. So, well, I'll have to put the glasses on that, and it'll probably be gone by the time we get it there. Yes, indeed. North Eugene, 4 minutes, 16 seconds, 51.51. And Crater, 4 minutes, 24 seconds, 24.343. Oh, I got that wrong. Crater is 409.6. So North Eugene was 409. I'll have to wait for it to come back around, but
And now for the top 6 finishers in the girls 4x4.
here's the teams.
Fifth place, Thurston.
Thurston gets 5th. Churchill was 6th. Ashland was 4th.
Third place, Springfield.
Springfield gets 3rd. Crater will get 2nd. And in first place, North Eugene. Here to tell you, they lit it on fire on that second leg. So there's the North Eugene and Crater headed off to state in the 4x4. So for the boys relay, we'll just read it to you right off the board. Lane 1 is Thurston, Lane 2 North Eugene, Lane 3 Springfield, Lane 4 Crater, Lane 5 Ashland, Lane 6 Churchill, Lane 7 is Eagle Point. Going back to the girls, though, North Eugene, Marley Dots took off on a sprint after her sister Mayana Dots kind of struggled a little bit and left them in fourth place, but not to fear. Marley Dots took off, got the lead. Michelle Bierman increased that lead, and then Becerra Brigito had to hold on down the stretch as Winslow was doing everything she could to chase down North Eugene, and as Crater just kept closing the gap. So we told you the lane assignment: Thurston, North Eugene, Springfield, Crater, Ashland, Churchill, Eagle Point. Crater has ran this in 3 minutes, 28.37 seconds. Ashland in 3 minutes, 29 seconds. So we're setting ourselves up again for a really, really close race. Churchill at 3:38.54 will give them some consideration, but this possibly is just going to come down to Crater and Ashland, as they are only seconds apart. Sometimes it feels like nanoseconds. There's the official going to call the runners now to their marks. There they go. So this won't take long. 3.5 minutes. That's all you get. And they're off, as they say. Churchill. Looks like they're the ones out in the lead right now. Well, we'll see as we come around how big of a lead it is. They definitely have the lead. Running in lane 6. Not going to hold it for long, though. Here comes Ashland and Crater. Both of them past Churchill. Both of them get the baton off. And away they go. Churchill takes it back from Ashland. Crater has a big lead at the moment. Now they'll make the cross. Right there at the cones. But Crater still has a monstrous lead. Churchill in second. Ashland running in third. Springfield moving up. Springfield moving up big time. From fourth to second. Here comes Crater. But Springfield closing the gap. Now it's Crater in Springfield. Crater still has a major lead as we get ready to go now to the final leg. And you see Kean Lamb lining up. He's got some speed. But Crater has a pretty good sized lead. They may be able to hold on to this one in spite of Mr. Lamb getting ready to run the final leg. And here comes the handoff. It's a clean one. Here comes Churchill. There goes Lamb. Ashland takes off. Thurston right out the door. There's Churchill. Springfield. Let's see if Lamb can close the gap. Not looking good as Crater is holding on. In fact, Lamb may be in danger of giving up second place. Crater's got this one easily. They're going to state. The question is, can Lamb keep Springfield in it? As Ashland is bearing down, but Lamb is going to hold them off, and it's going to be Crater and Springfield that'll head to state. Crater in 3 minutes, 24.93 seconds. Springfield in 3 minutes, 29.67 seconds. So pretty easy win for Crater there. That'll wrap things up. I don't think we'll hang around to watch them do the award ceremony, but Crater gets first place, Springfield gets second, and with that, that's going to wrap up all the potential scoring. I can tell you that without hardly having to do much research on this matter, that the Crater Comets won on the boys' side rather handily. And they haven't added in the scores yet from the 4x4. So I can't tell you exactly, but Thurston, I believe, won this thing over Crater on the girls' side. Crater made it really close, though, by winning that 4x4. The Crater Comets won their part easily on the men's side as they have 200.5 points to Springfield's 103. As I say, that's without the 4x4 being included in it. And they will do the award ceremony here fairly quickly. I was hoping they were going to update the men or the team scores. Let's see if they did while I wasn't looking. Yep. So the Thurston Colts win on the girls' side 150 to 141 as Crater just couldn't quite pull that one out. Over on the boys' side, Crater wins quite easily with 210.5 points to Springfield's 111. Well, we'd like to thank you for joining us for this live streaming event from Springfield High School. And our next Table Rock production is going to be, well, Monday for me. I don't know when it is for anybody else, but Monday you'll just have to go to the Table Rock website and take a gander at when we're going to be doing things, because we're into playoffs, and well, it's just going to be a little bit different story. So again, here on the just the final score, we'll just tell you that Thurston wins on the girls' side, Crater wins on the boys' side. This has been a presentation of Table Rock Sports. The executive producer is Joe Brett. I'm Terry Ross saying thanks for watching, and we wish you a good afternoon from Springfield High School in Springfield, Oregon.